I hope it will work. Yeah, okay. So hello YouTube. We're talking about the Avatar, The Last Airbender today. And here's the first question. What would you do if you were the Avatar nowadays? Would you try to stop war? Just to make sure that you guys understood, the Avatar is the one who can control the four elements: earth, fire, air, and water. So it's the most powerful being in the contest of the movie. So nowadays, living in our society, what would you do, Ivna, if you were the Avatar? Would you try to stop war? Would you try to do something for good or just
Yes,
nothing?
I try to stop war and how can I say, but plant peace in the hearts. What about you, Márcio?
Yes, I try to stop the war. I was thinking about that happened in Gaza, for example, that a lot of the people think and support the Gaza with medicine, food, but no one talks about the stop the war. It's very strange for me because I think the first thing that happened in Gaza is stop the war. In the
Yeah,
Avatar, I tried to stop the war.
yeah. But nowadays, I think for me, it would be really complicated to stop a war just by myself. Like thinking of the context of war, like in Gaza or even in Ukraine. I don't know how to say that in
Yeah, the
English.
Ukraine too.
Yeah, and some countries like Mozambique, there are war, and then in I just forgot the name of the country near to Cameroon. There's a war too, and there's a war everywhere, but I'm not sure if I would do it, like to stop it, because people have guns, people have machines, and I don't think I stand a chance against them just banding the four elements. They have powerful weapons too, and I'm not sure about this. But yes, that was a great answer, guys. And I just want to ask you something different, and it's related to this. If you could like sacrifice yourself for the society, for something to stop, would you guys? Let's suppose we have a group of people, or maybe let's take the Gaza situation. If you could take your life to save their lives, would you? Would you, Marcia?
Yeah, it's difficult this answer because I know if I try to do something like a sacrifice for my relatives, for example, it's easier you choose this I don't know take this decision, but when you think about the for the world, uh, I believe that you need to be a great person. It's, it's difficult. I don't know.
Yeah, what about you,
Uh,
Ivna?
So honestly, in my life, I can sacrifice myself and my life, but I sacrifice my time because I do volunteer job and this kind of job sometimes is after lunch and I want to sleep much more, but I need to do something other people and I my internet is acting up. But you can you hear me?
Yes, you were freezing a little
I'm
bit, but now
freezing.
it's no, now I can see you moving, but sometimes it
Okay,
gets worse.
okay, okay. So did you hear me? Well, what
Yes,
I
yeah,
said?
yes,
Before?
perfectly.
Okay. Okay.
So,
That's it.
about yes, about me, I'm not sure if I would sacrifice myself for a lot of people, but I mean, life is not that important for me in terms of living. So I think I would, but at the same time, I don't know them. They don't know me. But if you were about to, right now, I don't have children. I don't have responsibilities. Like I don't have to take care of somebody. Uh, Nobody depends on me. So if I die now, nobody would like suffer from it in terms of dying because I died. So maybe I could do it for people that are actually dying. I don't know, save them. I think I would, definitely. So let's talk about question number two. In the series, bending is a central aspect of the world. How do you think the existence of bending would impact our society if it were real? That's really, I don't know, a, it needs a creative answer. How would you think it would impact us if no? We're talking about question number two.
So I don't understand bending.
Bending is controlling the elements. You can bend water, you can control water. You can bend fire, you can control fire.
Ah, yes. I think it would be very nice if someone can bend something, but the human being is sometimes very very bad, and I think it's good uh, they don't have this kind of power. What about you,
Yeah.
Márcio?
I I try to compare the part of the movie, the series, what's happening in this world. For example, and to have some countries that have a gas, for example, petrol, don't know in the English. Another country have more water, and another country have technology, for example. And I think that is you normal. You if you work together, you can balance this in totally this world. But it's not happen like the woman. I think it's the same.
Yeah, I think it would be the same, but really worse in terms of destroying the nature or maybe doing bad things or maybe creating war because we have powers in our hands and our entire body. So we could, I don't know, destroy a house just doing something and we can kill people really easily without a weapon, without technology. But at the same time, I think the ones with more power, the ones with more technology, the ones with more, I don't know, knowledge or maybe training would explore the others, just like the movie was doing. The Fire Nation is the more powerful. And now taking this to our world, it would be like a great country like the, I don't know, USA, the countries of Europe. They're really powerful in terms of military, in terms of economic, in terms of knowledge and scientific things. So I think they maybe, I don't know, influencing the world and taking things from us, like here in our country. So it will be a mess as well. And yeah, nothing different. So if you could choose one Brazilian personality to be the avatar, who would it be? Why? I would choose, let me think of it. I just I can't choose a person, but honestly, I don't know. Marcio, who would you choose?
I can choose too because you if you think in the movie, the series, these people, mm, maintain the balance in the world.
Yes, yeah,
I don't know that exists this person in Brazil, for example, or in the world in the moment. One people that can balance the rest of the world.
yes. Who would you choose if no?
So I couldn't choose anyone as well, but I think people was choose. People choose in the past Bolsonaro with Avatar, in this moment Lula with Avatar, and that's my opinion. But I can't choose anyone. I couldn't choose anyone. Brazilian in the world as well, but I think the things aren't good, and it'll how can I say, but it'll not good in the future. Only Jesus Christ can come here in world, but people, person, not. I couldn't choose.
Yes, I can choose as well. But there's one person that I really like, which is her. It's Erika Hilton.
Erica Hilton.
She's really famous on social media and she's a politician as well. But she's just like she's powerful and she don't need powers to be powerful, but I would choose her just because I think of her right now and I think she's really strong and she would somehow she may not be able to bring balance, but she would change something, I think. But they're people, so people are not trustable. And like Ivna said, human beings always really hard to deal with them because we know we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And yeah, that's really complicated choosing a person. I don't even know if she wants that responsibility, but that's okay. So, question number 4. As a child, did you believe you could have powers? I did a lot. Did you, Marcia? Okay. Even did you believe you could have powers?
Yes, I did. Principally about to know about future and stars. But it's false. I know it. But I believed that.
But did you take that kind of power from something like from a movie, from a book? Why did you wanted to read the future? What was your inspiration?
I think movie and no, I think it's novel. Can I say this
Yeah.
novel?
I think so.
Yes,
I'm not sure.
novelas.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's not novel, but that's
What about you, Marcia? We can hear you. May have a problem. But I'm talking about me right now. Why are you can, I don't know, fix this? So I did believe, and my inspirations came from movies like X-Men Evolution, and then from I don't know, from Avatar as well, because since when I was a child, I was a big fan of the cartoon. There's a cartoon with, I don't know how to say this, like animated series, not humans, and it's really great. I always like things related to magic, magical movies, and something like Harry Potter or I don't know, the magical world just it's really I don't know, interesting for me. And as a child, I did believe I could have power someday. And I remember my mother saying to me that when I was a baby and I start to talk, I used to call the birds for them to take me with them because I wanted to fly. That was my big dream when I was a child. And even nowadays, I wish I could fly, but I can't. So, Marcio, are you back? We cannot hear you. Can you hear he, Ivna? Are you allowed to hear Marcio? Really?
I can hear you, not Marcio.
Okay, Marcio, we can hear you. Nothing. Even now. So while Marcio is fixing, yeah, yes.
I
Are you back?
not my headphone. I use the.
Okay. We're talking about question number 4.
Okay. Yes, I when I as a child, I remember that I jumped. And when I jumped, it's like I fly for me.
I had the same feeling too.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah. So let's go to question number 5. Do you think movies such as Avatar: The Last Airbender can influence our perception of reality? Do you think it might be dangerous to consume content that does not exist in the real world? Do you believe, Ivna?
I think the biggest problem of this kind of movie is the is feeling to be in a world that doesn't exist because sometimes the reality is very difficult, is very hard for us. And when you see that kind of fiction movie, you travel. In Portuguese, we say travel, but I think they may take your like of real life. It depends on people, it depends on movie, but it might happen. What about you, Márcio?
I'm afraid more with the social media than the movies. For me, I think that the social media create that the bubble or parallel worlds, but with the movie we can do the reflection with the real world. For example, when you think about the Avatar, you have the war powers. And I remember that we have my perception about to talk with the woman that the woman in the movie in part of the movie can't doing the same thing that the man, for example. It's the same of the real world. So sometimes I try to do a parallel with the real world with the movies, but when it talks the real world, the pop, I'm afraid with the social media, no with the movies.
Yeah, yeah. I think I agree with Marcio because sometimes reality just sucks and you want to see something different. You don't want to watch movies about our world because it's already really bad. It's really sad. And you want to see something different. And fiction, it kind of, I don't know, I don't believe in it, but it's great to see a movie really great constructed with a good, I don't know, good effects, visual effects, and then good actors, and then I don't know that I think that's important for culture as well, because not for us, we're more Christian, but from some people, like they believe like in the power of water, like a god, water of God, water of air, water of fire. The movie don't come from nothing, like we're just bending fire and bending water. It has something behind it. So it always inspired by us and what we do. And I think it's art as well. And I don't think that's dangerous as long as it don't incite to do violence and bad things. You don't change our minds to be a worse human. But yeah, I think it can be bad sometimes for people that don't like it, or for people that don't like to see war or death. I don't know. It's really complicated to talk about this. But yes. So question number six, it's a really polemic question. Aang's reluctance to kill is a recurring theme. In real-world situations, do you believe that our circumstances where taking a life can be morally justified? Do you believe, Marcio?
I, I it's very difficult this question, but I remember that in the series, the season, the moment that the actor get this decision, uh, I believe that the not use your conscience, uh, but I think it's very difficult. You how say this justifying something take a life. I don't agree. I think that you have others answer for this.
Yeah. What about you, Ivana? Do you think killing someone sometimes can be the only solution?
It's not the only solution, but I think when someone try to kill you, you can defend yourself. I think it's other situation. And other situation is when you are pregnant, but the babe isn't the right place in your body. In this situation, the baby doesn't, how can I say, but the baby can't grow yourself. I'm not um, favor of abortion, but in this situation, the baby don't grow, uh, uh, will not grow. So I think there are some cases, and these cases we have to thinking about it. What about
Yeah.
you, Victor?
Yes, I think I agree with you. There are some circumstances where you were almost dying and you have to kill to live. Like suppose you are in a abusive relationship and mostly men do bad things to women, and your boyfriend or maybe your husband is trying to kill you. He hits you and he do bad things to you all the time. So I think if a woman kills a man because of that, I would totally be in her side. Like, okay, you did great. Don't worry about that. I don't trust men as well. Men is really, I don't know. We are bad. We're evil sometimes. And in some circumstances, like, and even thinking about psychopaths, they're really complicated. They do a lot of really complicated things sometimes, and we cannot understand their minds, how they feel, how they actually they don't feel things. So What about
af-
them?
after what the Ivna told, I remember a movie with the Tom Cruise, and that he need to kill the man for the save your dollar. I believe that the invader, that's the name of the movie. Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
that was a great example. Yeah, so uh actually um but it's really complicated because we're not giving the person the chance to change if they were alive. You are taking this from them. But at the same time, what would you do? You would, I don't know, die just for them to live? That's really complicated, but I think it can be justified in a lot of ways. And yes. What do you guys think about euthanasia? Do you guys think it could be morally justified? Do you think, Marcio?
Uh, uh, this question is very useful for me to be, but I believe that the euthanasia in English.
Yes, euthanasia. I don't know the right pronunciation.
This is an option for the people, no? People that chose this for, no?
Yeah, in some countries it can be an option, but in some of them, it's not really an option. You have to live until there's no option.
Yeah, I believe that if the people have a conscience, it is a option. Um, it's difficult you say no, I believe, no, no. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
complicated.
yeah, because some people need the family consent as well. So do you think should the family interfere in this, like in the person's, I don't know, needs? Should they take the decision for a person, the family, or just the person who wants to die?
It's difficult.
Yeah, what do you think, Ivna? But just keep thinking, Marcia. I'm gonna ask you again.
Talking about Avatar is easier than talk about the euthanasia.
So in this month, the Super Interesting magazine brings this subject, euthanasia, and they related 13 countries allow this kind of uh, action. As a Christian, is really weird for me to handle this kind of situation. It's very weird because I think only God can decide about your future and about your hour to die, not me. But it's very weird to think some people. It's in the moment nowadays. It 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 a little bit uh, how can I say? But it a little bit common to die, not one person, but the couple. The couple, the couple, how can I say, world people. I think for me it's very weird to say that not person decides to die, but the couple decide to die. But it's in this nessa sociedade, I think the man it's so far from God. They think it's normal, and I understand because the life is yours. It's not me, it's yours. But as a Christian, I think weird.
I've searched the pronunciation of it. Euthanasia, it's the pronunciation. Euthanasia. And I am totally on the side of euthanasia. I agree with it, especially when there are cases that there's nothing to do anymore. You're literally dying and your family are watching you, your friends are watching you die little by little, and people need to take care of you, and there's nothing to do anymore. And I don't want to pass the end of my life, my last days, just seeing people suffering and seeing my body being destroyed. Honestly, I wish it would be, I don't know, easy to just, I mean, not if like, let's suppose I am with, I don't know, COVID, I want to die. No, it's not like that. I'm talking about things like terminal cancer and diseases that we can't control. We cannot, there's no medicine for this. And I don't think that's really a bad thing. You just want to end something, and you are on your right to end your life as it should be for you. And of course, you need to go to, I don't know, a psychologist maybe to talk to doctors so, to make sure that that's your decision. You're not influenced by depression, you're not influenced by external things like the public opinion, and you're not sad. They need to make sure that you want to die because there's nothing to do anymore with you. You pass the end of your life suffering and, I don't know, feeling pain and seeing people watching you die little by little. So I think people shouldn't interfere, in my opinion, if I was going to choose that. I wouldn't like it, my family to decide, because they would never say kill them. They would never say to kill me, honestly. But I don't know. Marcio, did you decided what you were about to enter?
No, I talk with, I believe that I talk the same that you say about if the people uh, get take this decision with the conscience. I believe that's it. But
Yes.
some people understand that the point of the Islam, but some people uh, don't have the same faith. I believe that's it.
Yeah. And some people can believe that it's gonna be okay, like it can change. So we're not taking this life because it can be a miracle or it can be something different to happen and then change. But guys, one more question. Do you believe that euthanasia is suicide? It's the same as suicide, but a legal suicide? Do you believe, Ivana?
I think it's not because your family decides for you and you don't decide it. But some cases, people decide this kind of situation before they are sick. And but we have other situation is English. I don't know what I say, but it's kind of watch it suicide when you are alive and you decide to suicide to kill yourself, but this kind of kill it's with medicine and it's different. Often euthanasia, it's different. But for me, ainda é estranho. It's weird as well. What about you,
Yeah.
Márcio?
I believe it's not the same. Uh, I think it's different. I believe that sometimes suicide is relation with some problem. It's not a health problem, but it's a mental problem sometimes. It's not the same, the euthanasia.
Yes, I agree with you all. I don't think it's the same. So let's go to question number 7. Finally, let's follow the script. Do you believe in destiny, such as the one that says the role of the avatar in maintaining balance? What is yours if you do believe in destiny? Do you believe in destiny, Marshall?
I I I don't know if I understand this question, but in the past, I for me it's good you believe a destiny. But the problem now I think that if you think the destiny is a good thing in this life, the problem is that you wait forever this destiny that never happen is strange if you believe in something that not happen. You wait for something that never come. I believe that's it.
Yes, I really agree with you because once you believe there's one thing waiting for you, you may do nothing waiting for them to come to you. Like, I need my destiny is to be rich, so I won't work. I will not work because money's gonna be, it's gonna follow me everywhere. And I don't know, but I don't believe in destiny, personality. I think we are really free to, I don't know, choose our things and believe in different things. But I do believe that our reality, especially our social and economic reality, can influence our future. And it's not like if I was born poor, I'll be poor forever. But it's really hard to get out of this, I don't know, economic class. So I'm not saying that you cannot change your life. I'm not saying that you can work hard and be rich or have a good life working and become I don't know, rich or middle I don't know how to say middle class person, like a person with good things in life. But I think it influences a lot the place that you were born and the access to education, to um, health, the access to culture, to sports as well. So it can influence maybe how your future is gonna be, but it's not like it's written. It's not written. You can choose what you want. And I don't think I have a destiny. Do you believe in destiny, Ibn? And do you have some?
So I don't believe in destiny because I think when we think about it in destiny, we we retire. Retire is aposentar, but you take off the you take off to choose from people the future, because if you have a destiny, oh, you have a destiny, and you're poor, you're rich, and you said you're lost. But I believe we have a purpose, and I believe we were created with a purpose, and we need to find this purpose in this world, because I believe we have one life to live. In this life, what what I do with my life, because I think we need to find our purpose, not destiny, but purpose.
Yes. And by that, do you mean like purpose in work and relationships and faith, in all kinds of things, or just one thing, even?
It's about your and your job, not job at CLT, but the purpose with your life for that. Such as in my life, my purpose is related education. God reveals of me. I need to be in education because my purpose pass for this path. And in this process, I can help people. I can help teenagers, I can help kids, and I propose it's ample. It's very ample.
Yeah, thank you for the explanation. Marcia, do you want to say something?
No, no,
Okay, perfect. So
no,
let's
no.
go to,
When even take about this your purpose in your journal, you take that the how to say help the children, the teenagers, and the fathers and mothers too.
yeah. So let's go to the final question. If you had the ability to bend one element, which would it be? And how do you think it would influence your life and decisions? I will start because I really wanted to say I would bend air because I think it matches my personality. I'm really sometimes full of energy, and at the same time, I'm soft, and I don't like to fight. And the airbenders, they don't fight with people. They try to defend themselves. And you guys don't need to know this, but in the movie, for example, when they were attacked, they wasn't really trying to kill the others. They were just trying to push them away, but they couldn't. So they were all killed because they wasn't really trying to kill the firebenders. And I would be an airbender because I really don't like violence, and I think it matches my personality. And I've always wanted to fly as well. I would, I don't know, realized that I would do this dream follow. I don't know how to say this. But that's what I would choose. So what about you, Marcio?
I believe that I chose the air for to be a airbender. I believe that the moment that the avatar can fly with using the airbender is like a sensation of the freedom is different for me of the others element.
Yeah. Water, I think it matches me too, because I like the movements that they do, and I think it matches me as well. And I would choose air or water. What about you, Ivana? I know you didn't like it the way that I did the movie, but what would you choose?
So I would like uh, to band the fire because fire is for me is it's beautiful, the forms, the movements, and I'd like to be as a fire, you know. Uh, I think it would be a really amazing experience in my life as a fire and controls the fire.
Yeah, that was perfect. So guys, we have no more questions, but I do want to know you first, your last impressions about the whole conversation, if you expected everything to be this way, or if you were expecting something different. And I wanna ask you, what was your favorite question as well, just to make sure that I don't know, maybe if you choose a question and then the next immersions I can think of questions just like that for an example. Is starting by you, Ivna. How was the conversation and what was your favorite question?
My favorite question was about this destiny, not destiny, but propose. But that was my best question, and I would like how can I say, but to how can I say agradecer
To think.
to thank, but it's we have another word, but yes, because I was respecting my opinions, and that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Marcio, what about you?
I choose the question number two. I like it, the question number two, because you can compare the what happened this season with the word. I believe that the question number five have a link with the number two for me. I like it too.
Yeah, yeah. My question, my favorite one was question number 6 because I think it's really, I don't know, it may be really two sides. One agree with Gilly and another don't agree with it. And I think there's a lot of discussion about question number 6. As we talked about suicide, euthanasia, and killing and self-defense. And I think it's a really interesting question. And again, I want to say thank you for you, Marcio, and for you, Igna, for coming. And the last thing I want to ask is for you to answer the feedback. I just sent in the chat the link. You can just click on it and submit your answer. And it would help me to improve the immersions. It would help me to, I don't know, change my way of conducting the meeting. And that would be really nice of you guys. And yeah, that's all. Do you guys have any question, anything to say before we end the conversation?
Okay, I like it to talk about the avatar you everything of from these words. About the words.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
great to
you.
hear that. Thank you all guys and have a great night.
Thank
Bye
you.
Great night.
bye.
I'll see you soon.